It has to be melted. It also has to be at the right temperature so that you can get the butter and the chocolate to come together. And we're dealing with cocoa butter and regular butter together. So I've got my tempered chocolate here. It's all ready to go. Let me go and cream this up a little bit. Get this chocolate, this butter nice and soft. And then we're going to fold the two together. While that's creaming, I'm going to think about what flavors I want. If I want to add a flavor to it, I think this one, I haven't done almond yet. We know this is almond. This almond essence, don't taste this stuff by itself. It'll burn your mouth. It's pretty strong stuff. I'm going to use probably about, about 2 teaspoons of that. That'll probably be plenty of almond flavor. Because I'm putting almond in it, I think what I'm going to also do is I'm going to garnish each of these with an almond because I think it'll look nice and fit the theme. But now my butter is nice and light. You can see how soft this butter is. It's clearly not melted, right? It's clearly softened but not melted. Light and creamy, and it will melt very easily if it gets any warmer than that. And simple as can be. I'm just going to pour the chocolate in here. The chocolate is at the upper range of its tempered range, it's right around 88 to 90 degrees. You get all that in there. It's 2 pounds of tempered chocolate. Now mind you, I tempered all my chocolate. I tempered 4 pounds. And the reason why is because I want to have 2 more pounds for dipping. So how much extra chocolate you have around for dipping is really up to you. But having some extra is really nice because then you don't have to worry about it being too shallow. When you go to dip, you want to have a deep pool of chocolate to dip into. So I'm going to fold this together. The two should marry together very nicely. The texture will change a little bit because of the 12% water that's in the butter, so that will make the chocolate seize ever so slightly and thicken it. But like you can see, it comes out to a beautiful chocolate mayonnaise, really nice and thick, and it is just wonderful. Make sure if you're in a bowl like this one that you're really getting down there to the bottom and getting all that butter folded in. Every so often I go down and I find a swirl of butter still that hasn't been mixed in. Now as for flavoring, I'm going to go ahead and put my own flavoring in, and I'm just going to fold that in, make sure it's thoroughly folded in so the flavors are everywhere in there. Be aware also some of these flavorings are very, very strong. There was Terry White in the first class, the morning class, put some of the orange oil in one of these portion cups and ate right through the ate right through the cup and made a mess on his table. It's strong stuff. It has enough caustic quality to it because it's pure that it will actually eat right through it. Now the ones I made this morning were mint and vanilla. The downstairs class really loved those. And there we go. I mean, really, butter ganache. Really simple. Just fold it together. You want to taste it, you're welcome to. Really good stuff. You need a touch more almond, I think. And dark chocolate has a really strong flavor. Another like teaspoon or two. of almond. And we'll fold that in. I want to kind of get a little bit of an amaretto kind of flavor going. If this is white chocolate, it would be a lot easier to get that flavor to stand out more prominently. But dark chocolate has a lot of strong flavor of its own, so we have to take that into account when we add flavorings to this.
So, you already have your little rounds.
I don't have little rounds made yet. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to pour this out onto a sheet pan and I'm going to let it cool. It needs to cool and set up for a little while before I pipe it. And while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'll make the little rounds out of some of this tempered chocolate. And those will be the bases for each of my little individual nipples of beans. It's more